అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ఇప్పటివరకు మీరు అందించినటువంటి సపోర్ట్కి అందరికీ కృతజ్ఞతలు. నా స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికీ కూడా అభినందనలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు కూడా. మీ ఈ వీడియోస్ అన్నీ కూడా ఎందుకు అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నాను అంటే, నాకు తెలిసిన నాలెడ్జ్ని నలుగురికి పంచడానికి. ఇందులో కనుక ఏమైనా మిస్టేక్స్ ఉన్నట్టయితే సహృదయంతో మన్నించి దాన్ని మీ కామెంట్స్లో తెలియజేయండి. ఓకే, నౌ let us start our class. What we have learned in the previous class, we have learned about the equations of motion. So how many equations are there? Total mainly 3 equations are there. Number 1, v is equal to u plus at, and number 2, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and the third one is v square minus u square equal to 2as. So mainly these 3 are the equations of motion. Already we discussed one important point regarding these equations. These equations are applicable for a body moving with uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. And second point is the body must travel in a straight line. That means rectilinear motion. The body must be in the rectilinear motion. Then only these equations of motion are applicable. So otherwise these are not applicable. For example, in case of non-uniform acceleration, that situation is different, and we can use some other mathematical tools like differentiation, etc. Okay, right. Now we discuss derivations. Okay, derivations of these equations of motion. First one, v is equal to u plus at. So here already we know u means, what is u value? U means initial velocity, v means final velocity, a uniform acceleration, and t is time taken, s is distance traveled by the body. So these are the important variables. Okay, let us derive first equation. The derivation of the first equation depends upon the concept of acceleration. Acceleration means the rate of change of velocity of a body is called as acceleration, right? Suppose the body starts with the initial velocity u. Initial velocity u. So after t seconds, the final velocity of the body is v. Okay, so here u is initial velocity, v is final velocity. Okay, so velocity changing. Here this acceleration is uniform acceleration. Okay, right. Suppose the acceleration of your body, uniform acceleration of your body is a meter per second square. This is the acceleration. Okay, a is the uniform acceleration. So here body starts with u velocity, initial velocity. So after 1 second time interval, after 1 second, the velocity of the body, here initial velocity is equal to u. Here the final velocity of your body after 1 second is u, initial velocity, plus here how much velocity is increasing? Here the increasing velocity is a meter per second. Here a meter per second square means a meter per second. So the velocity of the body increased by a. So every second the velocity is increased by a meter per second. A is the value here. Okay, so after 1 second how much velocity is increasing? A is the increased velocity. So after 1 second the final velocity of the body is u plus a. Initially body start with the u velocity and it is moving with acceleration, uniform acceleration, a meter per second square. So after 1 second time, here we have taken the time is only 1 second. So after 1 second, the velocity of the body, already we discussed about the uniform acceleration. In case of uniform acceleration is defined as, if the velocity of the body is changing in equal magnitude in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. So here velocity is increasing, but it is increasing in the equal magnitude. So every second the velocity of the body is increased by a. So after 1 second the final velocity of the body is V is equal to, here V is the final velocity. So we are using the letter V to represent the final velocity, right? So V is equal to U plus A, like this. After 2 seconds time, how much velocity increases? Velocity is increasing in equal magnitude. Here every second the velocity of the body increased by a meter per second. A meter per second. So that's why acceleration is a meter per second squared. Right. So 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, how much velocity increases? So V value is equal to U plus. So here after 1 second V1 and after 2 seconds V2, right? So V2 is equal to U plus. Here another A. So the value increased by A. Again A. In the first case, A value increased. Now after 2 seconds, the velocity of the body increases by A. So therefore, the final velocity of a body after 2 seconds is equal to U plus A plus A. A plus A means here 2A. A plus A is equal to 2A. So therefore after 2 seconds, the final velocity of the body is equal to V2 is equal to U plus 2A. So like this, after 3 seconds, the final velocity of the body V3 is equal to U plus, already 2A increased. Now again another A increases. So like this, U plus 3A. U plus 3A. So like this, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 seconds, like this T seconds. So body traveled after T seconds, the velocity increased to V value. So after T seconds, the velocity of the body V is equal to, here already initial velocity is U plus. Then how much velocity is increasing here? 1A, 2A, 3A. So like this here, like this 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A. So here number is the time. So TA, how much velocity increases? TA times. So it is increased TA and it can be written as V is equal to U plus AT. So this is the first equation of motion. And this equation gives the relationship between initial velocity, final velocity, uniform acceleration and time taken. So from this equation, we can derive other two equations also. See this. Here, what is the acceleration? From this equation, A value. If we make A is the subject, then we can get one equation that is equal to V minus U by T. So here A is vector quantity and V is also vector quantity, U vector quantity, T is scalar quantity. So the acceleration A is equal to rate of change of velocity of the body. Here V minus U means change in velocity and T is the time taken. So acceleration A is equal to V minus U divided by T. So this is the first equation of motion. Okay. In the next class, we'll discuss about second equation of motion, right?